My name is Teddy Jacobson of Actions by T. I am a pistol smith in Sugar Land, Texas. I am a trigger specialist and I work on over 100 different models of handgun actions. This tape will be about the selection of the best hand tools for the gunsmith. There is a lot of misinformation out there and I am going to clear it all up. I will not buy any tools that I do not believe is the best there is. I will explain everything in complete detail. I have no agenda or ulterior motive. My only intent is honesty and integrity. Let me say this before I begin. It doesn't matter to me where you buy your tools. There are a lot of good places to buy it, whether it's an industrial supply house or a gunsmith supply house, jewelry supply, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. But I'm going to work off a checklist and go over everything in complete detail for you. We'll talk about hammers first. I buy and own a lot of hammers. And for instance, you need delicate hammers to work on a handgun. Well, even a rifle. These are leather mallets, and they come in different weights. These are very good when you hit a piece of metal. They don't leave a mark. They come smaller than this, and they come much larger than this. My hammers that I use on a daily basis, this is my favorite hammer, and I use this on a daily basis. One end is brass. The other end is nylon. The only problem with these hammers is the brass does not hold up that well. It chips, it splinters off, and so this has to be replaced occasionally. But these just unscrew, and then you replace the heads like that. Do not buy the yellow plastic heads that are available for these type of hammers. The yellow plastic cracks and chips. This is white nylon. This lasts a long time. As far as the brass, it keeps getting loose on me, so I Loctited it in here with a medium strength Loctite, so I can always, it'll be secure, but I can replace it without any problem. These usually last me a long time. I've been using this particular little hammer for a very long time, and it's made by Southwest. And you could probably get something like this at either Brownells or MSC Industrial Supply, places like that. This is the way to go for initially working on small parts and small handguns. This is a cross peen hammer. This is what I use a lot to peen metal. And it's a very, very good hammer. And these are available in different weights, as far as the head being different sizes, 4 ounces or 2 ounce heads or whatever. And I use lighter weight heads for the kind of work that I do. This is a very, very expensive little hammer, and I use this for peening steel. When I say peening, something I want to stretch. This particular hammer is made in Germany. It's not a cheap hammer, but it works very well for my intended purpose. I think a hammer like this runs about $25. Most of the hammers that I buy for my work are snap-on hammers. I buy mainly snap-on tools, and I'll explain why as we talk. These snap-on hammers and tools are much more expensive than you would get from either Craftsman or your local hardware store or even mail order supply. Nobody makes better tools than Snap-on. A hammer like this, if it gives me any trouble, I just bring it over to the Snap-on truck and he replaces it. It's that simple. This is a bronze hammer made by Snap-on. It's bronze. This is not brass. Brass doesn't hold up very well, but bronze does. I use this hammer for all serious work, and I have a couple of them. This runs about $50. This is not a cheap hammer, but it's a lifetime warranty. If I have a problem, they'll replace it. And so far, there has been no problem. But the best hammers for serious heavy work are bronze, not brass. This is a nylon mallet. This was purchased at Tandy Leather Company. If you had to bang something without marring it, this is the hammer. It's not very heavy. It just looks heavy, but it works very well. You can get this at places like a leather company, or you can get this at places such as jewelry supply houses. Some of them would have mallets made out of this type of nylon, and they work very well. But when I have to bang out a set of sights, I use a 3-pound Sledge. This is a Craftsman. And it's hard to believe that even though this is 3 pounds, I still am unable to get sights out of guns that have been hydraulically pressed in there. In other words, a sight pusher does not always take the sights out of a handgun slide or a pistol slide. Even when I hit it and I secure the slide in a vise, and I hit it with a 3-pound Sledge, I still can't budge it because they've been hydraulically pressed in there. But this is as heavy as I go, 3 pounds. That pretty much covers the basic hammers that I was interested in explaining to you. And I have a little drawing of the different hammers I'd like to show you. You can see by this drawing here all the different size mallets that are available. They always put a good hammer has a screw in the side of the mallet so the leather is secured to the handle or the wrap. It's just rolled rawhide is all it is. But there's all different kinds of sizes and everything. But they're readily available at jewelry supply houses. Or even some of the Brownells may carry them. We're going to talk now about screwdrivers. The first screwdriver set that I ever bought was this one from Brownells. Let's see if we can get a close-up of that. Brownells makes, or say they don't make it, they sell this screwdriver kit. And basically, they're very good.